things kind of escalated quickly. Guys, this is amazing. Welcome to One Perspective. My name is Brett, and this channel is dedicated to solitude. Today is the 4th of July. Actually, this is the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. I'm proud to be an American, and I'm spending a night by myself here in the Allegheny Mountains of Virginia. This is an incredible day, not just because I'm getting to spend it alone, but because our country is this old. We made it. July 4th, 1776, the Second Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence. It was authored by a young Thomas Jefferson, whose words are immortalized in history. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. They are endowed by their Creator unalienable rights. Among these, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If you've never been to my channel before, nice to meet you. If you're a returning viewer, thanks for showing back up. We're gonna have a good time. I'm out here on this property. I've actually been here once before. I came out here with my nephew 2 years ago, but I was in his truck. Today, I have a very special treat for you guys. I have finally upgraded my vehicle. The Toyota Camry is no more. I'd like to introduce you to my truck. Guys, the American dream is still alive. I worked very hard to get this truck. Before that, I drove my car for 10 years. I put in a lot of miles, over 200,000, but now I am into camping so much and I want to go to more places. I decided to invest in a four-wheel drive truck. This is a 2026 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road. And just now, today, 10 minutes ago maybe, I just drove up this very, very high, steep hill and used four-wheel drive. I was a little nervous, but I did just fine. Now going back down, that might be a little bit more nail-biting, but I'm gonna put it in four-wheel drive low and I should be good. We're gonna explore the property, so I'll bring it back in just a second. Wow. So 2 years ago, I actually came to this little spot right here. Had a little campfire here, Had 2 tents set up right here. And I had this clear view of the mountains. No more. It has really grown up over here. I don't know if people still come up here to go camping, but I think this one might be getting phased out, and the spot I'm on is just kind of the primary place where people go. Let's go back down there. Well guys, I got my work cut out for me. I'm going to be putting up a tent somewhere in here, and I actually have a new canopy. I'm going to set that up right over here. It is so humid. It's better than at the bottom of the mountain, but I am sweating bullets right now. And you can hear the birds, and you can probably hear the insects too. So I'm probably going to get a layer of bug spray on first, and then we're going to start setting up camp. All right, we're going to get this tarp put up on the ground. I'm already hearing some firework pops in the background here, far in the distance over there. So there's probably a good chance we're going to get a free fireworks show tonight. Woo, melty out here. If you noticed, we did a little switcheroo. I wanted the main door aiming that way. Sun's coming out a little bit, but it's been overcast so far. So if it continues to be overcast, I might not put up the canopy, but we'll see. We're going to get the rain fly put on the tent, bring it right back. All right, I think I put it on the right way the first time. Let's get some stakes down and see if there's anything else to do. Well guys, I hope my phone keeps recording this. I think the temperature is too hot. It's messing up some stuff. I think I'm just gonna leave that. That one's starting to bend a little bit. All right. Just hitting the rock. Okay, friends, we got the tent up. It took a little longer than I wanted, but it is humid out here. I just downed a whole bottle of water. I gotta make sure I take breaks because I'm just out here by myself. I don't want nothing to happen to me. So far, I've kind of got a dark cloud coming over top of me. Not too dark. Hoping these thunderstorms don't start popping over top of my head. But I've got the truck. I can take cover if I have to. I'm just going to put the stuff in the tent for my sleep system. If the sun pops back out, maybe we'll put the canopy up. But for now, I'm just going to be good with this setup. All right, everyone. Some time has elapsed since we last spoke. I kind of chilled out for a little bit. I could hear some thunder, not too far in the distance. I was a little concerned about it, so I just put everything in my tent. I zipped up the windows so in case it started raining, nothing happens. But I sprayed on some bug spray and I think I had a little bit of an allergic reaction to it. My arms, they got really hot. They're still a little bit hot, but I poured water on them and wiped it off. I can't say that's the first time I felt that, but it felt pretty intense. So the thunder was coming. I'm looking at my arm, it's looking a little splotchy, and I'm out here by myself, so it kind of freaked me out a little bit. But we're gonna set up a table and we're gonna cut up a watermelon, and it looks like the sun is coming back out, so stay tuned. All right, now, nothing quite says summertime in America than eating a watermelon. Now, hopefully I can get through this thing. I tried to sharpen up these knives that I have a little bit before I left. All right, look at that. Ah, pretty beautiful. And that is a seedless watermelon if I've ever seen one. Wow. All right, turned out okay. All right, guys, we're gonna try it. All right, everybody, here's to you, America. Cheers. Man. Woo! I hear that thunder. Well, I'm gonna enjoy some watermelon slices, and then I'll bring you back, and hopefully that thunder goes somewhere else. Hey everybody, we're in my truck right now. Things kind of escalated quickly. I knew there'd be a possibility of it today, but I took a chance. I'm gonna show you the storms out here. As soon as I turned this on, you saw that lightning. Yeah, the wind is picking up, and I did a quick little cleanup of my table. I feel like it's probably gonna pour down raining sometime soon. I'm gonna stick it out in this truck for a little bit just to be safe. Wow. I don't know what this trip just turned into, but I've seen lightning like right down there. So it's not even safe for me to leave the vehicle and go in the tent right now. Otherwise I would, but this is gonna be a challenging trip. Well, the rain has tapered off, but man, it almost started like washing the road out a little bit. Don't think that's the first time it's happened here. Got my tent still up. I'm kind of concerned because those two stakes didn't want to go in the ground earlier. And then of course it started raining and wind started blowing. But look down there, look at all that fog in the valley of the mountains. All right, guys, I'm gonna chill out until I don't hear any more thunder or see any more lightning. My goal is to get through this camping trip and make it back home to my family safely. There's still thunder, but I promise we'll do some more content later as soon as I can get back in that tent or outside. All right, everyone. I think the thunder is past. I hope I'm not jinxing myself by saying that right now. I made it into the tent finally. An hour and a half has elapsed since I last spoke to you. So, I threw this table in the tent earlier. I don't usually put this one in here because it's so big, but it's already up. We're going to attempt to cook some food in here. I recovered the watermelon. I think I'm going to chop the rest of that up. Maybe have a slice, put the rest in a bag, maybe put it back in the cooler. And then we're going to try to do some burgers and some hot dogs because this is America. This is the 4th of July. This is the type of food you eat on a day like this. I also came out here and I put 2 more steaks on the sides of the tent. So guys, say a prayer for me because I want to do this safely. I don't want to get struck by lightning, but I want to enjoy our trip. I want to enjoy this rain hitting the tent. Give me a minute. We're going to get this going. All right, check it out, guys. This is the yield. That's everything I cut up. I ate a few slices on the way. We're gonna put that in the cooler. We're gonna get the knife and the cutting board out of here, and we're gonna make more room on the table to start our dinner. All right, guys, I'm out here. The rain is very light, very light. The temperature went down big time. I don't hear any more thunder. Look at this. Check it out. Look at that fog just lifting from the mountains here. Talk about beautiful. I'll tell y'all what, since the rain is kind of light, I'll try to put up the canopy. I will try. It's my first time pulling out of the box this morning. Hopefully I can get it up. But if that wind picks up, that's gonna suck. I really wanna cook these burgers and hot dogs outside, so let's give it a shot. All right, what do y'all think? Turned out pretty nice. I tried to get the steaks in there as best I could. One of them just kept hitting a rock no matter where I put it. But as long as no wind comes, I think we're good. Let's get dinner going. All right, we're having quite the trip. When we got here, it was hot as hell, humid, sweating bullets. Then the thunder and lightning came. It rained a lot. Wasn't sure if I could go in the tent. Finally made it to the tent. And now what do you know? It cleared up. It's a nice little cool breeze through here. We got the canopy up. Life is good. All right, guys. Tonight we're going to get some chuck and brisket beef patties. And we got some Nathan's beef franks. So we're going to get that going here. I can't wait to eat. I'm so hungry. Let's do it. All right, everybody, check that out. We got 2 burgers, 2 hot dogs. Looking like a little bit of a glutton here, right? I can't wait to eat this. This is going to taste so good. But first, we got to bless the meal. So let me say a little prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for the protection out here this day. Thank you for the food I'm about to consume. Thank you for the continued strength of our country. In your name we pray, amen. All right, guys, let me take a bite of this stuff and report on it. All right. Let's get this hot dog going. I'm going to enjoy this, guys. Not going to force you to watch me eat. And I'll bring you back when I'm done. All right. Dinner was excellent. And yeah, I ate that whole plate. I think I'm good with food for a while. So guys, we're going to be enjoying a beautiful sunset very soon, but I thought I got a little time. Might as well get the sleep system going before it gets too late and I don't feel like doing it. I wanted to share with you a new piece of gear I got. This is a brand new cot. This is by One Tigress. This is called the Supra Tyros. Now, I have the Supra Nubris and the previous model of that as well. But check it out, guys. This one is way wider. Maybe I can flash an image on the screen from the site, just kind of like comparing this one to the old one. But I took it out on a trip with my sons a couple weeks ago for Father's Day. And we went in this tent. They had the 2 older cots of mine. And we had this one in here. We fitted them all in here. It was a little tight. But this thing is good for my Hest mattress. So I got the foamy wide Hest mattress. And a lot of times it kind of like slides off the side. You know, I shift one way. Here comes the mattress over. So there's a lot of tossing and turning. But when I put that mattress on this one, there was no problems. I had a good night's sleep. So, guys, if you are interested in getting any of this equipment that I have in the video, I always link it down below in the description box. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I'm not even monetized. I'm just out here doing this for fun right now, but I just like to share my love of camping gear with you. So, if you want a nice wide cot, One Tigress Supra Tyros, check it out. I'm so glad I came out here. My nephew loves this place. This is his favorite campsite he comes to. He comes to this one a lot more than anything else. And I went with him 2 years ago, like I said earlier in the video. He told me today, there's nothing like coming out here by yourself and taking this all in. Look at that sun. It's almost over the mountain there. Soon it's going to be getting very dark out here. But you know what? We cleaned up everything. Most of the stuff is back in the truck. I got my sleep system going over there in the tent. Yeah. We're going to have a good night. Gorgeous, huh? Oh, man. This is a heck of a way to end the day. Hell yeah, brother. Let freedom ring. Woo! Maybe if the fog settles a little bit, we can see some fireworks over the horizon. I'm not sure though. It is pretty foggy over that way, but somebody's having a good time tonight. So guys, of course when you're watching this video, a few weeks have passed since 4th of July. So I hope you had a great, safe 4th of July. What'd you do for it? Comment below. I want to know. I want to have a conversation with you guys. I want to build this camping community. So as far as my history on the 4th of July goes, you know, I've gone out to these big events where, you know, a professional shoots them. I've also been to an amateur one where somebody does it every year. And I've done it even in my own suburban neighborhood. Somebody was doing them. Of course, the cops came. But when they left, they started shooting them again. The whole community loved it. So, you know, all my life, I have known about fireworks. I've known about the dangers of fireworks, you know. I have all 10 fingers. I've got both of my eyeballs here. I hope you do too. But unfortunately, every year, somebody doesn't know the etiquette. This stuff is like a mini explosive here, you know, a mini grenade, so to speak. Yeah. M80, M90, well, that could probably blow your fingers off. It could definitely explode a toilet. So for me growing up, you know, I came from like a rural suburban town, and beyond that was very country area. So a lot of people would do fireworks every 4th of July, you know. Nobody is coming to bust up the fun. Here in Virginia, though, you are not allowed to shoot bottle rockets. Bottle rockets go up in the air and they can wreak havoc. The first 10 years of me being married and having kids, I lived in a particular county in Virginia that it did not allow fireworks at all. If you did that, the cops were definitely coming. But then 10 years ago, I moved to a different county, and guess what? Game on. Everything but airborne stuff, bottle rockets, unless you're a professional. And so I had been like stockpiling a ton of fireworks that I just couldn't shoot for years because of the area I lived in. When I first moved into my neighborhood, I lived beside a guy who was actually a sheriff's deputy. And he told me, yeah, we're good. I'll do it along with you. He brings his fireworks out to the street. Me too. I shot all of them. I got my whole fix in one night that I'd been like holding on to for probably almost 10 years. That was a lot of fun. But you know what? When I was done with it, I was like, you know what? I'm fine if I don't ever, you know, light a fuse again. That was a lot of fun. M80s, M90s, Roman candles. Hey, everybody's shooting around here. This is awesome. So that's my experience with it too. But how about you? Is the county or the state that you live in allow for bottle rockets? Comment down below. Guys, the night is truly upon us. I have had a wonderful day. A little bit sketchy earlier. Wasn't sure if I was going to get in this tent without getting a lightning strike to the head. But I made it. Stuck it out. I didn't leave. And guess what? It cleared up for a beautiful, beautiful evening. Man, dinner was good. You can hear all those fireworks behind me here. I'm in the tent. It is 9:34. When you're this high up in the mountains and it's the summertime, light stays up for a while. Guys, I'm getting a little tired. I have filmed a lot of stuff today, and I think I'm gonna reserve the rest of the night for me. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching the video this far, and I hope you finish it all the way to the end, because I promise you, I'll bring you back when the sun rises. Good morning, everybody. It is 6:57 a.m. We're up here in the clouds. Check it out. Pretty cool, huh? I had a pretty good night's sleep last night when I finally got to bed. I was comfortable in there. It did rain a little bit, but just briefly, and I had to kind of jump up and close all the windows, but then it was over with in 2 seconds. But oh well. It says on my watch that it's 68 degrees. I don't know if that's for up here or the bottom of the mountain. I think it's a little cooler than that up here, definitely. What a change in weather. I mean, it was super humid. It was hot yesterday, sweating a lot, to just be in the 60s, or maybe even less than that last night. When the sun went down, it got cold up here, but not uncomfortable, you know. I was able to just kind of wear my t-shirt underneath my blanket. I watched some Netflix shows, turned on a movie, stuff that I already downloaded before I got here. Well, guys, it's a little early. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get started right now or not, but coffee is a must. Bring you back. All right, everybody. I've been doing some cleanup over there in the tent, and I broke everything down, put it in my truck already. So when we leave, all I gotta do is tear down the tent, tear down this canopy, and it's gonna be an easy cleanup. As you can see, we are in the cloud right now, so I don't think I'm going anywhere until that clears. Check this out. That's my pathway out of here. It is looking like some very low visibility this morning. I don't want to ride off the side of the mountain. So let's get some breakfast going and hopefully it clears. All right, guys, so I got the pot, I got my coffee cup, my big old coffee cup. We got some bacon. We got the coffee. I got some fruit. Let's get started. All right, everybody. Breakfast is made. Bacon, coffee. You got some pineapple over here. Let's try some of that bacon. Ooh. Crispy, salty, very good. Good coffee too. I'm going to enjoy this. I'll bring you guys back a little later. All right, everybody. Breakfast is over. The coffee, the bacon, the pineapple, all very good stuff. I enjoyed it very much. I just took my time. I didn't rush. I just chilled out here on the side of this mountain, took it all in. Man, this is a beautiful place. But the trip is about to end. We're going to tear down the canopy and the tent and we're going to roll out. I just want to leave you guys with this sentiment. The term pursuit of happiness that's in the Declaration of Independence, what does that mean? It doesn't mean that you're entitled to happiness. It just means that you're given the freedom to make the decisions and choices to arrive there. Everything that you do, all your successes and failures, is solely on you. You have to take accountability for your own actions. And if you want something in life, you got to work hard. Like I always say, there's only one way to success, and that's forward. There's going to be some bad storms. There's going to be some fog, just like it is on this mountain. But if you stick it out, if you work hard, if you grind, the fog is eventually going to lift. Guys, I'm sad to say goodbye, but I'm going to now. Always keep the faith, keep an open mind, and never be afraid to be a dissenter in a world full of opposition. God bless America.